The train headed for Sunset City will be departing soon.
And there we go. We're in now.
Why do we have such weird noises from Gilly as we're beginning? Welcome, everyone, to Sunset City, where Gilly the Kid has an aneurysm.
He doesn't want to talk about the Shadow movie.
We have Channel Pup, who's not having an aneurysm.
What's going on, G?
We have Gilly the Pup. Gilly the Pup.
Gilly the Pup.
Gilly the Pup,
Gilly
new
the
fan
Pup.
character?
Puppy the Kid.
You've been promoted.
Oh my god.
No.
How's it going, Gilly?
I'm tired.
Everybody here is
just
tired.
Let's just get this over with.
Oh, okay. I'm love the enthusiasm. How's it going, Garrulous? Anyway, on to the next thing.
All right. Okay.
We just don't listen to him. He's new.
Can we talk about how Shadow's new shoes look like and one?
We got more to talk about than that
Shoes.
before we get to that part, though. So
No, we're just talking about shoes today.
we got to pay attention
There's
to the
someone named
piss.
Scrongle in the
Shoes.
chat. That's the best name I've ever heard.
All right,
I don't-
so
Scrongle.
Suris, you have the piss up in front of you, right?
Why
It
do
sounds
we,
like a-
why do we have to talk about this?
Sounds like a
today?
name. It sounds like a name for nuts.
We have to talk about it
Yeah,
because
no,
we
but-
are the go-to Sonic show, okay?
As the go-to Sonic show, we have to talk about what is not the go-to Sonic show, Sonic Prime.
It's
Guys,
the
we have
current thing. It's the current
We-
thing. We
Wait,
gotta
Oh,
talk
I
about.
I gotta go.
This is the Gilly repellent episode.
Okay, look, before we do that though,
Hey,
We've
Gil,
also-
make sure you're awake at 12 p.m. to be fucking bored.
before we do that,
We gotta go live and be bored.
Our new tagline.
before we fucking do that, we gotta just mention that we do have a Patreon. Link is in the description below. We will be doing little mailbag thingies for you guys from time to time. Yeah, I don't remember what the perks are, but Suris,
We're
what are the
stealing
perks?
their
That's-
mail.
So the perks of the Patreon are we have a Sunset City Discord that the Patreon gives you access to. We also have a mailbag section that when questions are put in there, then we will answer them on the show before we get into the main thing. So people who support the show financially via Super Chat, all of your questions are answered at the end of the show, and everybody who supports via Patreon, all your questions are answered before the
I
show.
can vouch.
Your answers are,
What
That
he's
happens.
all of
saying
your
is,
answers are questioned.
what he's
Please send me
saying
answers,
is,
I need them.
he's saying that money talks.
Just another
Yes,
tongue-tied
basically.
liberal.
Jesus.
Would you just fucking call me?
All right. So we got some.
We got to talk about Sonic Prime.
we got to talk a
No,
little
we
about.
don't.
We got to talk
We
a little
don't got
about
it.
boys, gentlemen.
I don't know what
Gentlemen.
you're talking about. Was
Gentlemen.
there something new? Did it come out?
Yeah, there is some new shit. They got some. New...
Yes. Some new stuff happened, and then nobody
Right,
cares.
Hang on. Wait.
Oh.
So there's look.
Wait, I might care. What happened?
Look, Sonic Superstars is still playing in the background of Sunset City, right behind Gilly's head, and it's wonderful.
There's
it's
always
the
that
why-
one guy is like, why are you here? You know.
Well,
I
I mean,
can't- I can't.
I don't know why we just got to talk about the most boring thing.
It's Sonic. That's what the show's about. So,
All right, so let's talk about burgers.
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 Linda. Okay, before we talk about burger, we will get there. We'll get there.
Len.
Len, I promise. We'll get there.
That's pretty good.
It's not. You can't. Don't give me the credit for that. We got that from Connor.
Yeah, Connor's
Yeah.
like that was the thing. It started off as just occasionally in this chat, I'd get bored and just go into Bob's Burgers mode, and then I did it around Connor, and then he brought out the Len, and it was a really fucking good impression.
Like a genuine good one because Bob's Burgers impression is not an impression.
No, mine.
No, it's not.
Listen, mine is not a good impression, but
It's
you
a
know
parody.
exactly. You know
It's-
exactly who it's meant to be.
But no, but it's not even a real parody. It's like it's so far removed, but somehow it has enough.
Mad
It's a.
Magazine parody.
I know what you're looking for. It's a robot chicken parody.
Linda,
It sounds nothing like the
Okay,
character,
yeah.
but you know what it's supposed to be.
Linda, please, we have to get meat for the burgers.
All right, now he's getting like he's put another accent in there too. Like,
No, he's been
combining
doing
with
this.
someone else.
He's been doing this forever.
Also, that voice doubles up as a Nick voice as well. Oh,
It does. It does. You
pretty
do it for Nick too.
darling, My pussy hurts. Oh.
So you can say that, and I can't say.
No, enough. We're not having this discussion for the third episode on the jump. All right, we are not doing this, buddy boy.
You get to say
We are
my
not-
pussy hurts, and God forbid I say the C word.
Exactly. Them's the rules, okay? Don't blame me. Blame whoever's in charge of YouTube these days.
The C word? You mean curly fries?
Yes, curly
To go
fries.
along with the
Exactly,
burger.
curly fries. We're gonna leave it at that. So, Sonic Prime Season 3 coming soon. It's coming out in
Made myself hungry.
Yay.
early January. We've had some pickies release, and there's some pickies revealing that they're gonna do an Avengers-style team-up with some of the other dimensional characters, and they're all gonna come together, just like at the end of What If, which I also didn't care about.
You mean we
Um,
literally could have predicted this a billion times?
Listen, all right? There's also the synopsis.
They've given us a billion
Listen,
toy tie-in
listen,
characters, and suddenly they're doing
brother.
things.
Brother, listen.
Brother.
Brother.
You mean you don't like Captain Dread Knuckles the Pirate
Oh,
Esquire?
he's my favorite version of Knuckles. What are you talking about? I hope he replaces...
He is the best version of Knuckles, but I hate him a little bit.
I fucking hate him. I think he's the worst.
But
But
I don't hate him a little bit. I kind of just don't want him on screen.
I don't give a
it's
fuck
not
about
like
him. He ain't
it's
nothing.
kind of like I don't hate him because he's like I hate him because he's just a pirate. Like he's not Knuckles at all.
The thing I
You know,
hate
like
about
he's
it.
just a pirate.
Thing I hate about it is before season 1 released, they had those posters that are like Sonic, Tails, Amy, Knuckles, Eggman. It's like those guys have
We've
not
seen
been
none
in
of
it.
them.
Yeah, we've only seen Sonic.
They're
But
in the
anyways,
first episode.
look, I don't want to approach this from just a purely pessimistic perspective, okay? Because I know that we can do that. I know it's very easy to do that because I think this show is pretty mid. But I don't want to do that. I want to give it the benefit of the doubt. And we got a little synopsis suggesting that to save the universe, multiverse, whatever the fuck, Sonic might have to shatter himself.
Shat himself.
I-
Okay.
I don't want that to happen.
He might have to sacrifice because the Shadowverse, get it? He might have to do that.
I get it.
He might have to splody.
Don't
Look,
say it
die.
again though.
There's
And it makes me wonder:
already
is he actually gonna die? Could it happen?
I hope so.
So for me it doesn't matter if he dies because this is removed from the game timeline basically.
No, oh, it's canon, I tell you. No, Ian Flynn
No,
has
it's
The prime
Ian Flynn.
Sonic. If he
Ian-
goes, everyone goes.
Ian Flynn, all right, has the arbiter of truth. He has said that season 3 will make sense of Sonic Prime's place in the canon, but again, he's not exactly going to say, nah, this is important, don't even bother watching it, because he works for fucking Sega, doesn't he? Like, he's not going to be like, this is shit, you know? Like,
Yeah. I want to be more enthusiastic about the show, but I was more enthusiastic about this show when we had all of our teaser stuff. Like when we had the images that they showed that showed like Sonic in a rundown dystopian place. Like those pictures looked cool. And then we got a little bit of time in New York City and less reasons to care about it the longer we went.
you mean
And then
Eggy Mouse's sex house? I don't know.
And then the Chaos Council literally uttered any amount of words, and I stopped caring.
That's the thing, is a villain is the centerpiece of a story like this, and when the villain's fucked... To be fair, though, it looks like the villain of Season 3 might be 9, and while he is a whiny little bitch boy, at the same time, I feel like they can pull it. I feel like I'm gonna be Mr. Positive again. I'm gonna do it, okay? I feel like they can pull this together. It's always gonna be one of those things where I'm like, this could have ended like 58 episodes ago, but I feel like they can pull this together. I feel like the basic skeleton of Sonic shits the universe apart. He asks for Shadow's help, but he can't. 9 turns out to be a dickhead and wants to rule the shadow space. And then I've just ripped my fucking earphone. That's brilliant. That's great.
Why'd you do that?
I don't know. I was playing. You know how they've got the little
Waving your
rubber-
hands and stuff. Like
Yeah, you know how they've got the little rubber thing on it, and it's just like it's fun to turn it inside out and stuff. I've gone too far this time,
Yeah.
which marks the
yeah.
2nd December 1st, where I've broken a pair of headphones. Brilliant, terrific. What a good day.
You're really good at this.
But yeah, I feel
this
like
is a day of tragedy.
I feel like if they can pull it together with a decent conclusion, it will be one of those things where it was always too long, but it could still be kind of decent in parts. As it stands right now, I'd say it's my 2nd least favorite Sonic TV show, and that's not because I think it's bad. I just it ain't for me, you know, which is funny because I'm a Sonic fan, but like it's one of those things where they've clearly pitched it down for like toy sales and stuff. We've said this a million times now. I just want to be clear, I don't fucking hate Sonic Prime or hold it against it that I don't really care much for it.
My thing is, it's not that I don't care much for it, and therefore I think it's bad. It's that I think it's bad, and therefore I don't care much for it.
Hey, Suris.
Yeah?
This is completely off topic, but I have to ask you.
Absolutely.
Just, I need your... Do I say the word vehemently incorrectly?
Yes.
No, that sounds
right
correct
to
to
me.
me.
That sounds incorrect.
That sounds
What do you
correct to me.
say? Say it you.
Vehemently.
That's more
Okay,
of
I've heard both, but I think you're wrong.
yeah, that's a regional thing. It's not like a
Yeah,
right or
I'm-
wrong. That's just regional.
No,
Yeah,
we're not going
No, it's
to
wrong.
we're not going to steamed hams this, okay?
Yes, we're not going to do the
It's
correct
not
thing.
it's not
we're
a
gonna,
regional
It's supposed to be
dialect.
we're gonna let the pride get to the silly man's head. The silly man in the Sonic one.
Well, somebody commented on my video saying you're pronouncing vehemently incorrectly, and now I'm gonna...
We'll tell him to eat shit.
Self-conscious.
So what you should do, Gilly, pronounce it both ways. At various points of. Pronounce it both ways.
I'm gonna reply to it and just say it's Hydro City.
Sonic fans always be doing that.
What do you mean it's not Sandopolis?
Sandopolis.
The shadow shoe thing. I remember the first thought I had, and I think I sent it to the group as soon as I saw the reveal, is that people were gonna get angry because they put more lines on Shadow's shoes.
Yeah.
They did.
That's not topic number 2, Dylan.
What is topic? Oh, I wasn't looking at piss. Sorry, hold on.
See, you got to look at piss.
You have to look at the piss. But no,
well, I don't have anything to add to the second topic.
What do you mean you don't have anything to add to the second topic? Everyone has something to add to the second topic. So we've got a lovely.
Can't add or subtract.
We've got a lovely new Sonic render for Sonic Forces on mobile and Sonic Dash, which serves as further evidence that our boy is a homosexual. I will put the image on screen right now.
He only has sex with the homies.
See, here's the thing. The hands are doing all of it. He's got white shit in his hair. And he's kicking one of his legs up and wearing a skirt.
So if he was doing that,
render.
If he was doing that,
keep telling yourself that, you little homophobe.
What is snow but Skycom? Anyway,
what the
so
fuck?
if
Right, that's fair.
The amount of snow I've eaten, I feel horrible now.
No, it's just, why do you think they call it snowballing, Pup?
Oh no, come on, no, don't. Oh god.
Cup. what words
did you just call me? Did you just call me Cup?
Channel Cup.
Channel Cup.
Channel Cup.
Mascot for the level-headed mug collector.
Jesus Christ.
But no, if you took that render and you made it to where, so I heard before we started, Garrulus mentioned like he's just doing the Mario pose. No, Mario does that with one hand. Sonic's doing it with two.
Yeah, like this.
I bet I could.
The dude is literally Mariah Carey.
He's gonna get unfrozen this year.
Also, like, Mario's of a different culture. Like, that's acceptable in Italy, right? I mean, acceptable for a straight man in Italy.
Are you sure he's not from Brooklyn? Because we've never really been given good confirmation.
In the movie, he's from Brooklyn. In Yoshi's Island, we have no idea.
Well,
I think he's from L.A.
I hate the fact that
from LA?
Mario has all these different continuities where he comes from other fucking places. I hate that. God, thank God I'm a Sonic fan.
Okay,
what is a South Island Green Hill Central City?
Yes.
I think this is a real Mario art picture. I'm pretty sure it is, and it's the exact same pose Sonic's doing pretty much.
Nope. One hand is down in that one.
For starters, his hands aren't splayed out like he's like, yay! You know, like,
but it's close.
Nah.
I just wanted to say there are poses.
Nothing.
Mario poses, man. He's
it
a
is
poser,
nothing alike.
but like in a good way.
Yeah, but he's doing it in like a "Hey, I fixed your sink" kind of way. You know, not
run a poll. Run a poll.
Run a poll. What is Sonic a big?
Run a poll for the facts. Don't show them the pictures. Run a poll.
Okay.
Just run the poll. That's it.
Is Sonic? What are we gonna call this? What, just a homosexual? Like what do we call it?
Is Sonic
That's not
gay?
what the poll was. It was is Mario and Sonic. No, that's the Mario Sonic.
Okay, so who is gay?
Fandom
Let's just put who is gay.
The rumor come out.
The rumor
Does Mario is gay?
Mario's from Wisconsin. So
Okay, I put in the poll who is gay, Mario or Sonic.
Mario, Luigi, Mario.
I want people to say Sonic because that's just the correct answer.
Mario.
Sonic, Mario fucks.
Yeah, no, honestly, Mario kind of strikes me as someone who's like homophobic but won't say it.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah.
And like Sonic's like about to make out with Knuckles, so
yeah,
that's where we're at with that.
Mario's like, look, all I'm saying is traditionally.
Well,
meanwhile, Sonic is gonna get some of those eclipses. You know?
Chris Pratt, so that might not be too far off.
Right? Art imitates life. You know?
You never let the spaghetti and meatballs touch.
Hello, Mario. This is the male penis and testicles.
I've been seeing so many of those. Hello, Mario.
Hello, Mario.
It's destroying my brain.
Condoms will protect you from unwanted pregnancy.
Dude, I thought you said Gundams.
Yes.
You'll go to
Gundams.
hell. And
No unplanned bambinos.
I love you, my paisano. I want to bring back the days when Mario said paisano.
It's the Super Paisano brothers.
What in the heaping pile of spaghetti and meatballs is this all about, Luigi? Hello, Mario.
Dude, back in the day, me, Waleed, Balrog, and Matt Mannheimer all had shirts that said real Paisano hours. Hit that fucking like. We wore them around MagFest.
Hey, fuck you, Mario. Okay. All right. Have we said all we need to say about Sonic's little Mariah Carey get up?
It's fine. I mean, I don't have a whole
I'm sorry.
lot
I'm
of,
glad
like...
to know you approve of the fact that Sonic is gay. That's like, you know, definitely something that you can definitely have an opinion
Look,
of. But
my approval was the most important part when he came out, and you know it.
He
he's
called
real.
Suris first.
Fucking shit lib.
But I'm okay with it though. It's fine. Like it's a Sonic Dash promo. I don't know how to get excited about Sonic Dash promos.
What I want to know is why are the hard light renders always so much better than the game ones? Like the main game ones. They're so
That's a
nice.
good point. I don't know.
They're so fucking nice. Like the Dream Team renders are nice. They look nice.
Yeah,
Real nice.
They're nice.
Yeah.
You're right.
Nice.
real nice.
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 They're nice.
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 I
Nice.
think they're
Nice.
nice.
I think they're nice.
Nice.
Real fucking
Nice.
Nice. Nice.
What the fuck was that?
Nice cock.
Watchmen.
Hey, nice cock.
Well, have I told you, Dylan? You do not respond to the non-paying chats. What the?
That's all I have to respond to.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Why do people watch this show?
For the soundboard.
They watch it for the penis?
Yeah. They watch it for the
Okay,
pingus
well.
and the
Those were certainly words.
Ah.
I don't know. I played a little bit of Sonic Dash, both the Forces one and the regular, and the skins never appealed to me in it, so I'm just like, we have Christmas Sonic for the Christmas time.
Yeah, I just like the renders. I like the fact we got a little 3D Surge render.
Does that mean he believes in God?
What's up?
Hard to say. Because here's the thing. Amy made it abundantly clear that she's an atheist in Sonic Frontiers. Yet she believes in tarot cards. So it's hard to really call what Sonic would be.
Sonic's very much going to be like Yusei Fudo and Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds.
Knuckles.
I'm an atheist, but I've met gods, plural.
Yeah, but if God came out of like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card, I don't know if I would count that.
Knuckles is a straight
Hey.
up Buddhist, I think. Like, no two ways about it. That man's a Buddhist.
You think?
I think he's a Buddhist.
I could see that. I could see that. I could see him just chilling out in the monastery like, hello, Sonic.
I'm going to say Sonic agnostic.
But he likes
He
Christmas.
doesn't know and he doesn't care, but Santa Claus, that man fucks.
Yeah, no, he
That's-
loves Santa.
Sonic's met gods. Hasn't he met multiple gods?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that's
Yeah.
the go- we actually had a very similar discussion to this one time. Remember, Suris?
Yeah,
When we were like, would
He's-
Eggman be an atheist? And I was like,
And
nah,
it's
because
like-
he's met gods.
he's met gods plural, but because Eggman's such an egoist, he probably just goes, but I'm better than them. If
I
anybody's
mean,
God, it's me.
Ryan Griffin.
To be fair, though,
He
you're
just,
not
he's
gonna
met gods and he doesn't believe.
you're not gonna look at fucking chaos and think that guy created the world. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's the god of destruction. That's why.
Yeah, but at one point there
You
has
fools!
to be.
He's
it
the
ha-
god of destruction.
It's gotta boil. It's gotta boil back to some kind of OG god, though, right?
There's a god named Order, the god of creation.
Yeah.
It's weird because, like, I don't with all of the gods that Sonic has fought, I don't think any of them can actually be called creator deities. Maybe Gaia. Maybe Gaia is the closest thing.
Oh yeah, I feel like Gaia, if that's still canon, would pretty much be it.
is.
It's
Like
it's still
Gaia.
canon.
But the thing is,
It's canon enough.
they control the light and dark on Earth. Do they control the light and Earth in other places in space? Or do they all have their own little Gaias?
Well,
They
so
all
that's
got their
one
own
thing
little
that's
friends, so when Gaia's.
that's one thing that's kind of weird about how Gaia's portrayed in Sonic is like Gaia's either a earth nurturing or earth creating deity in a lot of other mythos, but Dark Gaia controls the emotions during light and dark because they got corrupted in Sonic. We don't know if like Gaia's natural state is closer to what we normally see a Gaia be in other myths.
I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I just like that's the closest thing to a creator deity I can find, because like even though Chaos is called the god of destruction, it's more that the stone tablets that the Echidna tribe created, they viewed him as a god.
Yeah.
But he's very clearly like now been labeled as actually mutated Chow.
In the same way that I view myself as a god. Even though I'm just mutated sperm.
I mean, we did just talk about egoism, and here we are. The sperm mutated, and here we are.
Turned into Shadow the Hedgehog.
Hooray!
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Right, so...
I think Shadow was born or made in a tube.
He's a test tube.
he's a test tube fella, but...
A test tube fella.
Yeah.
Little buddy.
Well, he ain't a baby anymore, is he?
He's a homunculus.
Not anymore.
I mean, was he even born a baby? He wasn't born a baby, was he? He just came out like, yeah, I'm gonna go take candy from something else.
Which is fine by him.
It's fine by him because he technically
Knowing
is
that
a
it was
baby,
fine
right?
by him.
Technically is a baby. Little baby boy.
Maybe like when he was created, he was a baby, but he was an adult, and then he was put in a pod for 50 years. So he's like a baby man.
Have we ever
Get
seen
me
him...
out of this damn pod, Eggman.
Have we ever seen him step out of the damn pod?
No,
Shadow?
maybe.
Yeah, I thought we saw like a flashback in Shadow the Hedgehog where he's just in the
Oh.
tube and he's a fully formed boy. You know, he is all of him, not a baby.
He is all of him?
Yeah, I did that deliberately.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Thanks, man.
That was... I disagree, but that's fine.
This is why I'm glad you're on the show now, Gary.
You think he was born with the shoes, or they gave him the shoes after?
The shoes are a product of the test tube. He's really just naked.
He was grown with the shoes attached to his feet.
If you
Oh
were
god, don't let
genetically,
You're
Sonic
at the
Twitter know
doorstep.
about feet.
I mean, if you were genetically creating a thing, right, you surely would give them inbuilt shoes because, like, feet are sensitive and we walk around on them all the fucking time. It makes me wonder why evolution hasn't actually just given us a pair of natural shoes.
That it doesn't have to. That's how selective adaptation
Well, maybe
works.
maybe I'd appreciate it if it did it not because it has to, but because it just wants to be nice.
Yeah, the shoes are expensive.
I think the testicles should also not dangle. I think they should be situated inside the body.
They should have their own
they-
little shoes. Each one.
Wait, Pup. Do you know why they dangle, right?
Because men have to have a weak spot, I guess.
No, they dangle because sperm literally dies if it's in the internal body temperature. They're
Well, then-
distended so
then
that the
make
body
the-
can actually have them at a better temperature.
Well, then you're not thinking outside the box here. I didn't just say, oh, they shouldn't dangle, therefore they should be inside the body, and therefore it should be. No, just give them their own little individual
Like a
mini
reptilian.
fridges, kind of thing.
We
Nature's-
evolve a mini fridge for the testicles.
Nature's mini fridge for the testicles, situated inside the human
know what?
body.
If you wanna know, I can tell you how that would go, Pup. And you know what? You can actually
Oh,
run this
you've
experiment
met
yourself.
people with mini fridges inside their bodies with their
Here,
little
no,
testicles in them?
you can run the experiment yourself, Pup. Go to the kitchen and slam your testicles into the fridge door. That's how it would go.
See, I'm 98% sure that is nothing like what I suggested, but okay, I'm game to make love to my fridge, I guess. It does give me food. Look,
That
the
is
point-
that is how
I
you
saw-
have the sex. You put the
Okay,
you
well,
put the balls in.
explain elephants, all right? I saw a thing about elephants. Their testicles are
They're
situated
these
inside
giant
of...
creatures. They're one of the largest mammals on Earth.
Yeah.
They're hunted for their tusks because there's ivory in them.
Yeah, you know your stuff. You know
They spray water out of their trunk and they can throw dirt around with their tails to
You
avoid
don't-
flies and
You've done your research.
things
but
like that.
were you aware that their testicles are inside their bodies?
Yeah, their testicles are inside their bodies, just
So-
like
I
manatees and
didn't
moles.
know that.
Okay, so why can't we have that?
Why can't we have that?
Yeah, why can't we just do that?
You could just wear a cup, dude. I don't know.
No, I don't. Look, evolution has not granted me that. I'm just saying that I think evolution should do a bit more for us because right now I'm feeling a little shortchanged.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I want wings too. Can I have those?
You want,
I mean,
we
that
can
would
go
be
to Buffalo
sick.
Wild Wings. Go to Buffalo Wild Wings. You get some wings there.
Could we? Could we?
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't go to Buffalo Wild Wing. We don't have Buffalo Wild Wing in the UK. We just got Wingstop.
You
And
don't?
Wingstop good too, but it ain't Buffalo Wild.
That sounds. I'll have wings. That's just what I want.
So Shadow, right?
Let's see.
Shadow the Hedgehog
Yeah.
loves wings.
We were talking about testicles, which is why we're talking about Shadow. It makes sense.
So Paramount Australia has
We went from
announced that.
testicles to elephants to Shadow
Oh.
the Hedgehog.
And I have your answer to why elephants are able to do it.
Okay.
They have them and golden moles both have a lower body temperature than we do.
Okay.
The body
Why
temperature.
can't we have that?
Why can't we just have a lower body temperature?
Yeah.
Because that would kill actually a lot of our white blood cells.
Okay, then why
That's-
can't we not need white?
What do I
blood
need
cells?
those for?
Yeah.
I mean, you could
That's the
go
thing is
without
every
white blood
answer,
cells.
Every answer
You
you
could
give,
get-
I'm just like, but why do we need that then? Like,
Pup, if you want to be without blood cell, if you want to be without white blood cells, HIV's right there.
well then why do we rely on white blood cells to avoid HIV? See, there you go. See?
Because the Shadow the Hedgehog experiment didn't give us a cure
well, why
like it
don't
was supposed to.
why don't we just evolve to be immune to it? See, it all
What a
fucking links
fucking
back to
good
that.
segue. Holy
It all
shit.
links back to that.
I had to link it back to
Holy
somehow
shit.
the Shadow somehow.
That was a really good
So
way to
Sha-
tie things back together. Shadow's in the new Sonic movie, everybody.
is.
Spoilers.
And Paramount Australia
He's
have
got shoes.
yeah, he has got shoes, evolutionary shoes. But okay, so Paramount Australia have announced that Sonic 3 will be releasing December 26th, 2023. So it's just a few weeks.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they check the
Oh, is it-
Paramount check Paramount Australia's Twitter.
Okay. Okay, so they typoed.
Us boys
Okay.
traveling to Australia so we can see Sonic 3 early. So we can see Maria get capped early.
Cap that kid.
Sonic movie Australia?
No, not the Paramount Australia.
They said
Paramount.
it's in cinemas December 26, 2023. Readers have had to add context.
Okay, so it's a typo. Okay, so I'm not excited.
No, it's out early in Australia. We have to go.
It can't be.
No.
I'm not stupid enough to believe this stuff. I believed the fake synopsis we got recently where they said Eggman was in hell and he came back. I
That
don't know
sounded
why I
really
believed
cool.
it. I'm
That
stupid.
sounded cool.
But like,
Pup,
I'm
Pup,
not gonna
which-
believe this.
Which Apple TVs run Dream Team?
I think most of them do. I
Oh,
think
yeah, that comes out in like 3 days.
if you
right?
Are you sure? Because there's ones for like $12 on eBay.
yeah, okay, so they're probably not in the 4K range. All I know is that all of them in the 4K.
Do they need to be 4K?
I don't. It's a safe margin, I guess. I don't know. I didn't do much research on this, but what I did know
Hold
was
on.
that a first generation 4K was about $50, and I was able to. Well, it will run on it because it has tvOS, I think 14 or 13. As long as it can run tvOS 13, I think it can run Sonic and the Dream Team.
See, I saw a Twitter thread about this, and I'll try and find it for you, Gilly, because they were talking about the specific model that worked.
All right. Because I mean, I don't need it to be 4K. It can be 1080. I don't care.
Well, yeah,
It's
I
just-
don't, yeah, I don't even have a 4K TV, but like, you know how it is. Switch it up and up.
No, Pup, I don't know how it is.
Okay, so
Did
how
you just,
it is
Pup,
is-
did you really just do that?
Yeah, I did. It's become habitual. It has literally become habitual.
I hate it.
I was
The
I-
end of
so
sentences, he goes, skip it about more.
I was griefing one of my roommates, and he attacked me. I just went skip it up as I like flinched out of the
Oh
way.
my god.
Yeah, it doesn't even have anything to do with that
God.
game. Or it's just
They were right. Life is like a video game.
trying hard to.
Oh my god.
I think my entire life has culminated in just saying things that disappoint Gilly, and it's given me life.
I'm glad I could
There it is.
help.
Here you go, Gilly.
I'm glad you.
I'm
can.
glad I could help fill the void.
Well, this is good listening.
It is good listening. Remember when we did the bit where we tried to see how long we could go being silent?
Yeah, I remember that. Let's not do it again though.
Let's
We're
not
going
do
to
it
the
again.
topic.
There's
We're
no
trying to
need for us to
transition
do it
to the
again.
shadow topic.
Okay, this could actually be useful information though.
How do you guys feel about the Shadow Shoes?
I like them. They look like Shadow's shoes.
It just looks like and one versions of Shadow shoes.
Yeah, like how Sonic had the Puma version of Sonic shoes.
Yeah.
They made me
Yeah.
Puma pants.
Because you couldn't buy them.
Yeah. But I got some AliExpress ones
Frustration
on the
proof.
way, so that's good shit. But yeah, they never released in the UK, so I never managed to get my hands on any. That's okay. I got my Sonic slippers. I'm wearing them right now. But yeah, no. So yeah, you were saying, Garrulous, about like people complain about the lines being on it, kind of comparing it to like the sort of.
When did I
MCU.
say that? Like 20
Before
minutes
the
ago?
show.
Yeah, well, it matters still. You just said it too early,
Oh.
bitch. So now's your chance, little
Always
Uh,
doing things too early.
cherub.
So when I saw the shoes, right, I was like, dude, those are Shadow's shoes. They got 4 extra lines on them. And wouldn't you know it, people were comparing it to like the MCU designs, always adding like more lines and details and stuff. There are some MCU suits I think that look stupid that they've made in real life, but also there are some in the comics that look stupid. And there's something. Okay, so this is gonna offend people, I think. Like, Sonic soap shoes and Shadow shoes look really cool because we like these characters. I'm not sure if I would like them if they were just like a shoe I could buy. You know, like if they were not associated. It might just be because I like that. So like the design itself is whatever to me. And I think adding a couple extra lines to the shoe doesn't mean it's ruined. I think it still very much looks like Shadow the Hedgehog's shoe.
I mean,
I don't know why it's an issue.
The other thing is sometimes lines are like added for like really, really good reasons, like because it would just look, plain without. Like, look, the MCU problem is only really, I'd say, specific to certain things. Like the Mr. Fantastic costume in the Doctor Strange movie looked really silly. And then like Black Suit Spider-Man in the Spider-Man 2 video game, just having loads of fucking armor lines all over him, look fucking dumb because it's a design that thrives on its simplicity. So adding a load of fucking tech lines to it kind of misses the point. But when it comes to a shoe and you're trying to do a realistic thing, like shoes do have lines on them because it's like where the fabric's meeting or where the straps are or where the elastic is or whatnot. So like it makes 100% sense that everybody's shoes in the Sonic movies would have fucking lines on them because shoes have fucking lines on them. So it's,
My
You're right.
thing is they're designed basically as you would expect Shadow's shoes in the movie to be designed. They're going to take the original designs, add a little bit to them so that there's a little more going on there. And they didn't add enough to it to where it didn't look like it was what you would expect Shadow shoes to look like. They are not so far removed from Shadow the Hedgehog shoes, trademark, that you don't understand what they are when you look at them immediately. And that's as far as they have to go for the movie. And I'm okay with it. The design does not bother me in any way, shape, or form. I don't know if I would like them more or less if they took away the extra line that Sonic Twitter gets really mad about, but that's okay. All we have to do is change the size of Sonic's quills, and we'll get Sonic Twitter mad about something else.
which is also funny because movie Sonic has really little short quills, and I think they look really nice.
He's just a little buddy.
I like
It's a
the
little
little
friend.
quill gang. I'm on the little quill gang.
It's a little guy.
Yeah, he's
I
a
think
friend.
long quills look better on game Sonic, but I think movie Sonic design's fine. I think it looks. I like all the movie designs now.
Right, who
Like
dropped
the-
popcorn? Something made a sound. Something spilled. Who did it?
Shaking
I
my
would never do
shaker
that.
cup.
What are you making a shake for?
I'm not.
Well, why are you shaking the shake cup then?
It's
Okay.
It's a thing to do to pass time.
it
It's
is
a fidget toy.
it
I've got
is-
mine here, too.
it is an energy drink powder.
You're sponsored.
Get that
aren't you?
Sonic G Fuel.
You have a partnership.
No, I would never drink G Fuel. I'm partnered with Gamersubs,
There it is.
so I would never. I don't even know what G Fuel is.
I do enjoy the peach
Good
rings.
save. I can't drink energy drinks or my I think my heart will explode.
I think your heart will be fine.
Stop trying to kill him.
No.
I know you miss Nick, right? But killing him won't bring Nick back.
Yes, it will.
Nick died to give me life.
Yeah,
Nick died for your sins.
This was a mistake in all regards.
But God damn it, bro.
Look
Look
up
up
not
the
allowed
word
to have a nervous tick.
It's not a nervous tick. It's echolalia.
You're
It's
Alfuela
tism.
Layla.
That's Alfuela La Layla, and that's not me. That's
You
that's
big Vulcan man.
Eraser Jin.
Yeah. So, all right. So, like, the picture, people have remarked how smooth Shadow's gloves look, but it's a plastic thing. It's one of those plastic stand-in boys that they do for lighting references and stuff like that. And I want it. I want them to give me all of those and have them in my apartment standing there, and I can be like, the gang is all here.
When you wake up, they're all watching you.
Yeah, they just sat at the end of the bed, just like, looking at me.
Okay, more importantly, do you think that they're gonna change, like, how do you think they're gonna design, like, Rouge's shoe or, like, Big the Cat's shoe? Does Big wear shoes?
Big has little blob feet wearing sandals. Oh, he's gonna have to have toes if they want to do a realistic thing.
I mean, I don't know if he would be in the movie, but like,
I don't want
Big
I
don't think I've ever looked at Big's feet because I don't want to.
I don't want Big the Cat toes. I think I'm okay not thinking about that.
I found a render.
Let me also add, I don't want to look at any feet. I'm just talking about this because it's the topic of the podcast today.
Oh,
Just,
okay. So
Throwing that out there.
you're throwing that out there. Just talking about.
Just throwing that out there.
It feels like the man
You know.
is really trying to assert that he
Feet.
doesn't have anything for feet.
Because we're talking about feet a lot today.
I feel
and,
like
you know,
thou doth protest too much.
what do you mean? I'm just saying.
Is there a reason why your username is Fetalist64?
It's because I mistyped when I was writing the username. It was weird. It was a weird thing.
I'm gonna Google Big the Cat feet.
No.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah. Okay.
You're gonna get a
check-
virus on your computer you won't be able to remove doing that shit.
Check the back rooms. It's completely unrelated to what I was talking about just 1 second ago.
Oh,
okay.
I'm good not doing that. I don't trust you.
Hey, wait, lied to me.
Well, go ahead, pup. Show the podcast.
No, because that's someone else's fan art, and I don't know who it is. I don't want to show anything without crediting the original.
Good save.
Yeah, that's the reason you're doing that.
I think it's a good reason. I think it's a virtuous reason.
No, that's a good reason. I agree.
Thank you.
I wouldn't want to steal art.
You've certainly signaled about your virtue.
So who else do we think could be in this movie? Like, aside from, like, obviously Sonic, obviously Tails, and obviously Knuckles.
Sonic's not gonna be in this one, guys. Sorry.
What other new Sonic characters do you reckon could be appearing in the grand kino that is Sonic 3?
Well, obviously we're not
thinking-
getting Eggman.
How can you say that?
How can I say that?
Yeah.
Because we would have had the PR stunt by now.
I don't know. I think
We would have had a PR stunt of I wasn't gonna come back unless the script was good, but you guys,
I don't know, man.
it's
Like,
really good.
I don't know, man. I think it's too soon to call it.
I hope he's in it. But if Stone's the main villain, I would be okay with that. He's a really fun character.
Like, give us. I'm okay if they just give us Stone and GUN. Like, I just to be honest, GUN they can be like Gun can be a good enough villain if they could have been if they didn't get beaten by Bridezilla in the last film, they could be a compelling villain.
I think it's still too soon to call because, they don't usually come out with that kind of stuff at this point. They haven't even announced who's playing Shadow yet. I'd imagine that would be the priority before Jim Carrey's coming back. And it is only just started its promotional cycle, so I would say it's still too soon to call. But I would also say I think they're going to leave it till the last minute to reveal whether or not Carrey's returning. Because
You think?
yeah, because I think they know people are going to be discussing it, like whether or not Jim Carrey's going to come back. And the more people don't know whether or not he's going to come back, the more people talk about it, and the more people talk about it, the more it's promoted. So I think they're playing a long game when it comes to Carrie. Either that or, they'll announce it when they announce the rest of the cast. But I don't think that would ever be the first thing they'd announce is that Carrie's back.
Dude, I want them to announce if Joe Biden will be in the film because the president is in Sonic Adventure 2.
I mean...
Can you imagine?
I don't know if the man can read a script, though.
That's my first thought, too.
I mean, we know that he
he
can't read a script. We see it.
They get him on set, and then he melts away when they put the light on him.
Sonic the Hedgehog can be summed up in a single word.
As a
I can just imagine right now. Vote for me, or you ain't Shadow.
Stop.
Come on now. Come now.
Okay, some people in the chat are saying Metal Sonic as well. Maybe he'll be in the movie. I'm hoping they save Metal Sonic for another one, because if we already have Shadow, probably returning Stone, we have Gun, maybe we get Rouge, maybe we get Eggman. I feel like if they throw Metal Sonic in there too, he's going to be an afterthought.
I've heard some interesting theories, actually. Like, one of my roommates has a theory that Agent Stone will take the place of Rouge because he's already started infiltrating Gun effectively. And then I've seen
Cool. Okay.
I've seen other theories floating around that rather than having Amy be the one to talk Shadow out of it, in a similar vein to how she gave Sonic his shoes, JoJo would be the one to talk Shadow out of it. Now, look, I know what they did in Sonic X, giving that thing to Chris Thorndike. I think that is one of Amy's most defining moments, and I'm always going to object to it being taken away from her. I mean, maybe they're just not going to do Amy in the movie universe, but that's still really weird to me considering how hard Sega are pushing her as, like, a mainstay member of Team Sonic beyond just the original trio. It'd be kind of weird for the movies to just ignore her outright, right? I feel like she's surely more likely than Rouge. At the same time, I don't want to see Agent Stone take Rouge's place unless he gets the fun pink hooker outfit. But, like...
We're also assuming that they're going to go with the same story beats from Adventure 2. Like
not necessarily.
It's probably going to be different.
It's going to be like Sonic 2 was, where it's like the overall thing is Sonic 3, ironically enough, but like they've changed some things, like they're not necessarily going to have all of the characters take on the exact roles and, certain... that's the thing, is the question is, are they going to fucking kill Maria Robotnik? And I really want them to. I want them to so bad.
They need to cap that kid. It's very important.
I want it to be graphic. I want it to be gory, and I know it won't be. I know it will never do that. It will never live up to what I want.
Be a fun kids movie.
But I tell you what, I want to a way around it. Do a humorless little thing, right? I wanted to see blood come out of her, but okay, all right. How about this? They shoot her and rings come out. It'd be really funny.
Actually,
rings do not do that in this universe is awesome that would be the case.
Fuck it.
I mean, like, technically he's gotten punched in the face and he's dropped his rings, but I think that was more of like a coincidence.
He was more just he happened to have his rings on him at the time.
Like a reference.
Fucking dropped
he drops the rings and he goes, "My rings!" And we're like, ha!
That's just like in the games.
That's Sonic the Hedgehog.
What?
No, that's the... Anyway,
I'm sick of you. So...
Good. I'm glad. Come back to America.
I will.
I just want to talk.
Same. Friendly talk, right? Not intense fucking sit down talk.
What? Why would it be an intense sit down talk? It's gonna be friendly talk.
Your tone is giving me some mixed messages here.
No, it's not. It's fine.
But okay, so I think Amy is surely inevitable at this stage, and I'd say Amy's more likely than Rouge is. I think it's possible to tell the story without Rouge, but I'd still prefer if they're a little faithful. I mean, obviously they haven't outright said anything in regards to how far they're going to go in adapting SA2. We've only heard the writers, Pat Casey and Thingy Miller, whatever their names are, say that it's taking inspiration from Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic Adventure 2, and we've seen the movie's logo as well, which is clearly taking big cues from the Sonic Adventure 2 logo, which made me very, very happy.
Can you imagine if they go full, like, iRobot, where just in the credits they go, as informed by Sonic Adventure 2, where there's zero connection to it except for names?
As informed. We
Like-
looked at Sonic Adventure 2 for 5 minutes to make
Like
this
they-
movie.
That's literally what they did with iRobot. It was literally as informed by Asimov. Oh, okay. How?
See, it's kind of hard to tell how far they're going to go with it because, like, on one hand, I think, it's a movie, it's a mass market thing. They're not necessarily going to go that hard with it. But then, I mean, like, Sonic 2 was fairly faithful. And naturally, like, the next step up from that would be to go a little more faithful because people did respond well to that. So it is really, really difficult to tell. I think they could theoretically do Metal Sonic as like a replacement for Robotnik going forward, but I also would agree that I think he'd work better in a movie of his own. Like maybe the fourth one could be, The Rise of the Death Egg. Metal Sonic is a man on a mission, he's the last, testament of Dr. Robotnik. And maybe he's got to go make a robot Robotnik. So it's like, oh, you created me, I'll create you in return, and then big Death Egg. And then because Robotnik's a robot now, you can take Sonic away from Earth. He doesn't have to be live action anymore. He can be animated, get whoever to voice him. It's a means to an end. They could do that if they want to take it in a new direction. That means you wouldn't have to reboot, the goodwill you've got so far. You can keep Ben Schwartz. But I appear to have just gotten completely lost on a train of thought that revolves around soft rebooting. I think Carey's going to return for this one, and then I think we're being very optimistic if we think there's going to be a fourth movie in this series. I'm fully anticipating that we will see more Sonic movies, but it won't be this version. Kind of like what they did with the Smurfs.
Or what they do with Batman every single time.
Yeah.
We've made a trilogy. It's time to go.
Yeah, effectively.
I'd be more hopeful for them to continue this because, like, the thing is, Sonic as a series has always, regardless of what older Sonic fans might say, it's really benefited from continuity. Having fans discussing like, oh, well, this thing matters because of what happened in this game, 10 games ago. Like, how much of the conversation about Sonic Frontiers did we have that was centered almost primarily around, well, in Sonic 3, this happened, and so the ancients doing this would make sense in this context. Like, we've had a ton of conversations that were strictly about, hey, this old thing in lore is important, and it carries over. So I wouldn't want to see them reboot the series after this last one, just because the only justification I could see for it is, hey, we want to make a new Sonic movie with a new Robotnik because Jim Carrey doesn't want to come back. But I don't even think that's a good enough reason. Just carry on or have another Robotnik. Again, Archie, like, we've had redesigns of Robotnik within the games. They're supposed to all have the one continuity.
As it is, though, I think Jeff Fowler said they won't recast Robotnik. But the thing is, like, if you were to make it, say, a different character effectively, like he's got a robot body now, and like, so it's still kind of the same. Because the thing is, I know
Robotnik, no, I am Eggman.
I know
that kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I know some folks have said otherwise, but I truly do believe that as far as the public are concerned, as far as, to be honest, even myself, I don't think you can have Sonic without Robotnik for the foreseeable future. It's one of those things where maybe if you had one movie without him, you could survive that. But Sonic without Robotnik is like toast without butter, Like, he's a vital component. He needs to be in there to some capacity, whether he's the main villain or just a side thing. You have to have him. Because it'd be like, oh yeah, we're making a new movie. It's called Jerry. Jerry the Mouse.
No, it's just Jerry, and they just superimposed him from Rick and Morty.
No, it's just Jerry the Mouse.
I would watch the
I'm
Jerry
pulling
movie.
that joke right back to where it's supposed to be. It's
No,
Jerry
you
the
don't.
Mouse.
You don't want the Jerry movie.
I'm
Jerry the Mouse.
I'm curious about one thing though, because like in the Archie comics, a while back, didn't Eggman like stop being a villain for a while or something? Like he was not.
Yeah, the Tinker, Mr.
Like,
Tinker.
Well, in IDW, yeah. But I mean, like in Archie, I think there was a thing where they beat Eggman once, and he just like didn't like Snavely take over or something.
That was the Iron Legion arc.
Yeah, but the thing is,
So,
again,
like-
comics are they're not a thing that releases like once every couple of years. They're such ongoing things that there's already much more audience commitment to it than with a movie. With a movie, it's got to be pop, pop, pop. You got to really rattle.
Yeah, I feel like they could figure it out though. Like I feel like if they establish, okay, so I think you said this earlier, like or Pup, I think, like what if Shadow stayed as a bad guy? So like if Jim Carrey doesn't come back and instead we have like an established almost little group of villains, like let's say like a Stone, Shadow, whoever else they might add to that little group. I feel like they could have a pretty strong villain cast even without Robotnik. Like you would still miss him, that's for sure. But like if they wanted to keep going, like I would keep watching if Shadow's a good character. Like if they make him not like boring and stupid,
provided
They
it's
would
done
need-
well. I'm always
they would
gonna
need to see-
it'd be
gravitate.
fun.
I'm always going to gravitate more towards hero Shadow than I am villain Shadow.
I would like him to be a hero, but like I will accept him as a villain if there's a good reason and
Yeah, I
whatever.
guess. I mean, there are certainly ways round it, but I think you're going to lose the longevity if you don't have a Robotnik of sorts in there.
probably. They could also just mutate him and make him like cartoonishly, Robotnik.
No,
That way
yeah,
they
no,
could be like,
that's what I was
this is
saying.
why Jim Carrey's not here anymore.
I think it could be really cool if you had a story revolving around like Metal Sonic, his, the last descendant of Robotnik, and he's going to go make a metal Robotnik in the same way that, Robotnik made him, effectively. You could have, the Death Egg in there and stuff, make it this big saga. It could be really cool. You could still have the funnies in there as well, because naturally these movies are always going to be pretty lighthearted, but like, But I also get the feeling that like Paramount and Sega have probably... There's no way they haven't at some point looked at the Mario movie and thought, what if? There is no way they haven't. There's no way they haven't looked at its success. Like, we can say all we want, oh, Mario and Sonic are different things, and Sega see it that way. No, they don't. They do not. They want what Mario's got. They want the source.
they see money.
Yeah.
That is it.
They want money.
No, that's understandable. I don't see them going villain Shadow. I see them doing a full-on Sonic Adventure 2. They're going to have Sonic and Shadow team up at the end of the movie to fight. It's whether or not they go the BioLizard route or they just have like Gun creates something really, really bad and it needs to be taken care of. Whatever the occasion may be, I don't see them going villain Shadow because they know for a fact that they're doing this primarily to appeal to a group of people who are older and they want to bring their kids to see a Sonic movie and they remember Sonic Adventure 2.
I don't
Like
think
that's the audience they're going to.
I don't think that's true. I think they've introduced Shadow because he sells toys.
I think they should kill Sonic in the movie.
I think they introduced Shadow because he sells toys and he sells toys because of people who grew up with Sonic Adventure 2.
I don't even think it's just that though. I think if you look at a much more mass market thing, like they're not going to be appealing to the fans with this. They never have. They never will. Like I think there's probably a part of like what Jeff Fowler's thinking. I think Pat Casey and what is the name of the other guy? I don't doubt that they're probably keeping fans in mind to some degree, but overall the reason for including Shadow was definitely not fans. I don't think it was more. This character is just very popular. Full stop. Like. And again, like even if you take the popularity out of the equation, it's an anti-Sonic, it's an evil Sonic, you know?
I can give a little bit of pushback on that. I think you're half right. I think you're correct that the inclusion of Shadow, full stop, is a marketing thing done primarily because they want to, sell action figures. They know that he's a popular character. He polls well with audiences. I can agree with that. I think the implementation of Shadow, however, the way they choose to use him in the movie, will probably be dictated more by fan expectation. Not his inclusion. His inclusion, I can agree with. The execution, on the other hand,
yeah. I mean, because like there is other things to back that up. Because I mean, let's not forget, Sonic Movie 2 was the first instance we'd seen in many, many years of Knuckles actually being given some dignity as a character. So I trust the Paramount team with Shadow more than I trust Sega with Shadow at the moment. Whether or not they'll actually deliver, because that is the thing, is Sonic 2 could still be a fluke. But the team that we've got involved in the actual production of this project are clearly people who do care about Shadow. I mean, Jeff Fowler himself, obviously he worked on some of the CGI cutscenes for the Shadow the Hedgehog game. He knows how this character ticks. He knows how he's meant to work. So that's already a good sign. I think, I think the motivation for including Shadow is going to be obviously kids, basically, just because he's hashtag so cool, you know. I don't quite get the point I'm trying to make anymore at this point. I've kind of trailed off.
It's
I've gotten lost.
I think Shadow's pretty cool.
I think
though.
Shadow's funny. I like him.
Yeah, I think he's cool. I don't expect
shoes.
them to be incredibly faithful to the games in terms of story, but I get the feeling that Shadow will, at the very least, be a respectful adaptation of the character, and that, you know, he will go hero at the end. Because I think they've already kind of established that, because the writers have said kind of something that's going to make Shadow more interesting than Knuckles, or not more interesting, but interesting compared to Knuckles anyways, is that, you know, Shadow is not someone that's going to respond as well to Sonic's kind of power of friendship mentality as, say, Knuckles did. Because, like, that was the whole reason Knuckles was working with Robotnik, is he thought he'd made a fucking friend. Whereas, like, Shadow is just kind of like, yeah, we got a mutual goal here. Like, that's all.
I don't need friends.
Yeah, exactly. You don't need friends. He's the one person that
Friends.
can say something like that and be cool. Like,
Dude, I hope they bring back the stealing candy from a baby line for the movie. Holy
I would
shit,
love
please.
it. I would love it. I don't think they
Oh my
will, but I
God.
would love it.
If he said that, like, everyone in the movie theater who doesn't understand would be like, why the fuck did they make him say that?
Either that, or they'd
And
find
then-
it funny just because of how intense he is about it, you know? Like, I think that's the
Yeah.
thing, is they would repurpose it as a line just to show how silly he is. They
Oh
would...
my god. Wait. What if they made him really adorable in the movie? Like, his model's super cute and wholesome, but he's like the Luma from the Mario movie who's always talking about, like, existential dread.
I
and dying.
crave death.
He's Shadow's just like this adorable little thing.
I think, there's a way of working around it. I like the idea that Shadow's whole grandiose is maybe a bit more in his head than he, you know, is willing to be honest about.
Yeah, he's being all broody, but he's.
But good God, I
Eggman's
fucking,
like, dude, you're like 3 feet tall. You're so funny.
I fucking
you-
hate the Luma in fucking, the Mario movie. I'm just like,
I love the Luma.
I fucking hated it. I was like, this is the most low-hanging fruit in the world.
It's stupid, but like, I don't know.
I understand why they did it.
It's just funny.
It's an Illumination thing. Like, as far as, like, that's the thing, is I can complain until the cows come home about Illumination, but what they do works. It resonates with who it's meant to resonate with, so I can't exactly complain much without putting a little bit of clown makeup on, you know? Like,
I have a question. Do
Okay.
you guys think, because I know that in the last few movies we haven't really gotten a lot of Sonic music, and what we've gotten has been very tiny cameo, right? Like cell phone rings and, oh my god, it's Emerald Hill.
Green Hill every time. And maybe
Yeah,
a tiny bit of faint drowning music.
Wouldn't it be interesting, not interesting, but like if they actually started bringing some of Shadow's music, at least I Am All of Me, in some way into the movie?
I think
I really want
more-
Live and Learn.
I think Live and Learn's more realistic, but like, so here's my kind of thoughts and predictions on this. Is so they could barely get away with it in the first two, as in like they could barely get away with not having the game's music. There is something missing there in not having game music. I kind of understand the logic that they did apply, but no, Sonic is a character who is very much defined by his music in a lot of ways. Music has played such an integral role to this character, and they can barely get away with it in Sonic 1 and 2. Barely. They're good movies on the virtue that they treat the characters with dignity, but they are clearly missing something, and it's the fucking musical source. With 3, there's a lot more riding on this, I think, because it's not, like, I get with Sonic 1 and 2, we kind of loosely adapted game storylines, but they are on Earth, okay? So it's going to have
Yeah.
a slightly different zest to what the games do. Sonic Adventure 2 always took place on Earth. And its music has always complemented its
They're gonna
world
they're
and
gonna
its
have a
environments.
lot. They're gonna have a much smaller, or they're gonna have fewer reasons to fudge it up.
Now, I do also understand that there are some things that, you know, restricted the music on those first two movies. I've actually been reading a lot more interviews with Tom Holkenberg, who did compose for those movies, and there are some things he said where I say, I don't think you understood the assignment, but there are other things he said where it's like, I don't think you could understand the assignment because I don't think you were allowed to. So, on one hand, he said that when he first went to compose for the first Sonic movie, he actually bought the Yamaha synthesizer that was used to make those classic Sonic chiptunes, and his intention was to make that the predominant sound of the movie, which I think is a great idea. But Paramount said no. They said, we want orchestral, basically. And it was one of those things where he then said he wanted the Green Hill Zone music to be Sonic's theme in these movies. So, like, anytime he's on screen, you'll hear that iconic sound. But because it's wrapped up in the rights issues with Dreams Come True, that wasn't possible either. And these movies were based on Sonic 1, 2, and 3. Sonic 1 and 2 soundtracks are wrapped up in rights issues in that it is owned by Dreams Come True. Sonic 3, I don't even need to fucking talk about what's going on with that soundtrack. Admittedly, you could probably maybe take from Sonic and Knuckles, but I think a lot of that was still Dreams Come True. Whereas when you get into more like the Crush 40 age, that stuff is all under Sega's label now. So they do have that toy box to play with. Even then, I would say there's way more soundtracks they could have used for Sonic 1 and 2 than just the soundtracks of the Mega Drive games. They could have easily folded some tracks from the Dreamcast and modern era in there in some way or another, or, found a way to make the music more Sonic-y, but I do recognize that some of that is down to Paramount. But then Hulkenberg said that basically his final sort of strategy was to basically think, okay, the sound that Sonic will have will be kind of a modern Tom and Jerry kind of thing. And I'm just like, no. Sonic is not Tom and Jerry. It doesn't sound like Tom and Jerry. Sonic music should never sound like fucking Tom and Jerry. God damn it.
It's like appropriate for Sonic Boom.
Dude was...
I would say that feels right.
Dude was between a rock and a hard place. Because when I've listened to his other soundtracks, like his stuff he did on the Snyder Cut of Justice League, I think, God damn, this goes hard. This would sound good in a Sonic movie. So clearly, dude was in a rock and a hard place. I think, if they don't get him back, I think Daniel Pemberton, who did the music on the Spider-Verse movies, would be a great pick, because whether or not they use music from the games, it will at least have the vibe, I could forgive not using music from the games if they just had the vibe. Maybe it's New Jack Swing. Maybe they are using the Yamaha synthesizer that was used on the Sega Genesis. Maybe something else. But, for it to come out as just basic as it is with those first two movies is egregious, and I'm really hoping that we don't have to worry about that in 3, but I'm not sure. I'm honestly so unsure. As for Crush 40, I don't think Crush 40 are going to be involved, because Crush 40, these movies are very concerned with being down with the kids, being hip, being current. Crush 40 is not current. Crush 40 is dad music as far as those execs are concerned. But I think there is a possibility we could hear songs like Escape from the City and Live and Learn, but maybe they'd be covered by Fallout Boy or something. We'd get a cover of them by a big-name band. I think that is a way round it, if, we're thinking in the corporate exec head.
Fucking Escape from the City by Fallout Boy?
What do you think?
Holy shit, what a parallel dimension that I just stumbled into.
I think it's more like...
That doesn't even make sense.
I think if we get any of the game's vocal tracks, it will be a big name rock band doing it, or maybe even pop. Imagine they get like a fucking pop band doing Live and Learn, like some, I don't know, what's some sort of bubblegum pop shit that would
the
just
Jonas Brothers.
I think even that is too good for what I'm thinking of.
Jesus Christ!
I was thinking Megan.
So you're just insulting Fallout Boy now?
Megan Trainor doing a cover of Live and Learn for the final battle.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Be right back.
What do you mean, be right back? You were never here to begin with. What do you guys think?
He's gone.
What do you
Is
think?
he hanging on the edge of tomorrow? I don't know. I think you might be on the right track. That Crush 40 would probably not. Okay. Let me rephrase. In an ideal world, the correct marriage of let's give the fans what they want and also let's make this appeal to everybody is you get somebody who's there to do like a pop version of the song, some popular creator that they think the kids like, and then you have them duet with Crush 40.
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
You
at
have
the
them do
same
that.
time, to be fair, for as much as we shit on them not using the game's music, I think a lot of people forget that they did use Hyper Potion's music in Sonic 1.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, they used
Yeah, at the very,
Maniac
very, very
music,
beginning.
which is unfortunate considering that half of that song would have been done by a dirty, dirty man. But
Hey, look, It's okay that Hyper Potion did it.
Yeah, we're just gonna ignore
Just the one potion.
just the single
one
potion. The one corgi.
It's only one good corgi anymore.
I just thinking about all the album art with them like high-fiving and stuff. Now it's just the one corgi.
You gotta feel for the other fella, the remaining corgi, because like, god damn, that's the kind of thing that's gonna turn your head upside down.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's horrible. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah, definitely. I think he's from a public perspective though. I think he's done well at handling it because like changing it to just one corgi was really fucking funny.
is he still making? Oh, is he still making music?
Oh yeah, he's still
Yeah.
going. He still does stuff. He still does bits.
That's awesome. The music's really good.
I'm hoping Sega won't drop him. I'm hoping that they'll keep him on board for like publicity stuff for future like classic games. But now that I say that, I did not hear any hyper potions in any trailers or anything for Sonic Superstars, so maybe that's a bubble that's burst.
And
That's
just
'cause there's
imagine
not
if
really
they
any good music in that game.
imagine if they actually just went, okay, guys, we're gonna have Live and Learn, but we have to have Kellen Quinn sing it.
I mean, I ain't gonna complain.
I
Hey, it's fine,
wouldn't
fine.
complain about it
It's fine
either
with
because
me.
that's just like at that point I'm like, you know what, you did get somebody who performed for the games and they did a really good job. I'm okay with this.
The most
I'm okay
likely
with this.
band I would say for a Sonic movie would probably be Cash Cash of the ones that have done.
Someone
music
said
for
Ed
games.
Sheeran.
Yeah,
Ed
Ed
Sheeran, Live and
Sheeran's
Learn.
Live and Learn.
You don't want the Bowling for Soup version of
Holy
Live and
shit!
Learn.
I kind of want that. I love Endless Possibilities. So.
Endless Possibilities is one of the best Sonic tracks.
You know what? That'd be. I don't know. Do they still do stuff? Did Bowling for Stoop? Does Bowling for Soup still do stuff?
I never thought you'd
Bowling for
Soup
stooping
that
so low. Damn it!
I did. I didn't mean. I like the music. I like it. I swear.
No, I
It was a slip of the
gotta.
tongue.
Let's have it. Weezer do a cover of City Escape.
Weezer.
Yes.
Weezer does "I Am All of Me."
Okay, let's see. Bowling.
Could
for
somebody
Soup.
please do
Nick-
this?
Let's get Nickelback's Crush 40.
Didn't the lead vocalist of Nickelback die?
I don't know. I'm not.
Stop them.
I don't really
I
pay attention
thought-
to too much music
I
stuff.
thought
I just listen to it.
Courtney Love killed the singer of Nickelback.
I don't know who that is.
God damn it! If Gilly were here, he would have.
What?
known. Bowling for Soup are currently touring across 4 countries and have 23 upcoming concerts, so they're still doing bits.
Wow.
I love how the
Good for them.
suggestion is: did Bowling for Soup ever obtain the soup?
Did they?
That's really funny.
I really hope they did. They deserve it.
That's actually
Find it?
a good point there, is Nate Sabi saying, imagine dragons doing a shadow theme would be very fitting. I can hear it. I can imagine it. I don't love it as much as I would love Crush 40 or Kellen Quinn or even Fallout Boy or fucking Bowling for Soup or... But, you know, I can dig it. I can dig
You
it.
can imagine those dragons?
Shut the fuck up, alright? Just stop.
There is a dragon in Sonic now. Trip is a dragon.
Everybody
super
leave
form.
me be, okay? Just everybody stop for a second.
We literally can't. It's in our contract.
Dead air means dead.
We are not
us.
we are not allowed. If we stop talking, the room explodes. You know this.
Okay, I just want you to say
Like
things
that
are
game.
different, though, okay?
Don't stop talking or the room explodes. Yeah.
You want us to say things that are different.
Yeah, different to what you're currently saying.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be different to things I would normally say.
What else
'cause
should I-
At
should
that
we-
point, I would
should
say
we say
Channel
Super
Pup is
Chats or
a good
something?
friend and a fine individual.
Okay, well, let's just stick with that. I know it's a lie, but I'm willing to accept the fantasy, okay?
Okay, good to know.
I'm something of a romantic, you know? Like, I can dig it.
You're something of a romantic yourself.
Yes, Green Goblin. I know, I get it. God, I love the Green
I know.
Goblin.
I will
Green
be.
Goblin. These
Oh my god, I just had an idea.
podcast topics.
You want to replace Dr. Robotnik? Just get Willem Dafoe. Just get him as himself. Just Willem Dafoe is Sonic's arch nemesis now.
It's me, Sonic. I'm Willem Dafoe.
No one says no to me. God, that would be amazing. Oh my god,
Not a
okay.
good catchchphrase.
How have we not
You just
talked...
have a back to formula moment with Shadow.
Now, how have we not talked about who could be playing Shadow?
Chris Pratt.
Shut the fuck up. Inevitably, they're gonna reveal something, okay? Soon. And I've seen theories. And I don't think they're true, but I like them. So, before his birthday, Jason Griffith was posting that something cool is coming for his birthday. And then on his birthday, they show the picture of Shadow's little feet. Now, if they want to be super epic Uber-based and want to just be like, hey, Sega does what Nintendo don't, it would be the most Sega does what Nintendo don't thing to cast Jason Griffith as fucking Shadow. And that'd be sick. But I think it's a pipe dream. I think it's super unlikely and it's just a fucking coinky-dink. But, oh my god, I would shit and piss and cry and all of joy, I want to say, if they got one of the game actors, any of the game actors. I'd be game for fucking David Humphries. I'd be game for Kirk Thornton. I think they're all fucking good. The guy in Prime, really bloody good Shadow. But here's the thing. They know Shadow's going to sell this movie to people, okay? They know that. But the thing about Hollywood is it's not about generating income. It's about maximizing income. So I fully believe it will be a celebrity actor. So, who are we thinking? Who are we thinking is going to play the Shadow in the movie 3?
Dude, my thing is, like, if we got, oh god, what's his name? If we have Ben Schwartz on the poster, you got James Marsden on the poster, if you've got Jim Carrey on the poster, and Idris Elba, and, like, I don't know if you need more names, you know?
But
like,
no,
do you think
again,
they really need more?
But Dylan,
like, I know it's a money thing, but, like...
it ain't about generating income. It's about maximizing it.
Maximizing, yeah, I know you said that, but, like...
They gotta get more.
Like, the reason... Like, with Tails, right? Tails has the video game voice actor.
Apparently,
and I'm thinking it's because they were like, we already, like, chock full of other famous actors. You know, I'm not downplaying any actors.
Did we ever get a confirmation on the reason we got Colleen?
No, so the most, there's no outright definite confirmation, but I think the most likely thing that I've heard is that originally she was just intended for the post-credit scene. It's just a quick line, effectively, so it doesn't really matter too much. But because people responded well to it, basically they just stuck with her.
They focus grouped it.
Effectively. Well, like, the fans responded well to that scene as well. So it was just like, you know what? Why not keep Colleen on? You know, she's very good at this. Maybe that's the reason. Maybe it's not. So
that doesn't sound like maximizing profit to me. That sounds like
right. Get over here. Get the fuck out.
Emotions.
It's time for a paddling. Get over it. I'm sick of you.
You're gonna have to paddle a boat all the way over here because I'm not moving.
That's a paddle.
Isn't it weird that we can have Sonic's video game voice actor voicing him in a movie, but not the Sonic movie?
The other thing, though, the other thing, though, is, here's the thing, is while we did have Colleen as Tails, the main event in a lot of the promotional material was ultimately Knuckles. And Knuckles was Idris Elba. And I think it's one of those things where
that's fair.
Maybe it will be like they get, Cindy Robinson as Amy, perhaps, but Shadow will be the big boy celebrity, you know?
Keanu Reeves
is kind of like a possibility, right? Like, I think a lot of people are thinking that. I would I think it's unlikely, but Robert Pattinson, I think, would be perfect. I would also really like Oscar Isaac. Anybody got any thoughts to this? You know, anyone thinking?
You're just stealing that person in chat's exact.
No, I'm not.
No,
I'm not even looking at the chat. I don't look at the chat unless they're paying. I don't look at it.
Actually, you know what? This is true. He's told me this.
Sometimes I look at the chat. I did not look at the chat.
It would be. I would be very happy if we could actually get Griffith's Shadow. I know it's not going to happen.
Me too. It's a pipe dream. The thing is,
I would like that.
I would say it is a 1% chance. 1%. And it would be the most Sega does what Nintendo thing in the world.
If I could get Griffith, he would be my ideal. But I fight sometimes over whether I like Griffith or Humphrey more. But
I think I've got a lot of sentimental attachment to Humphrey, but I think Griffith has overall turned in the better Shadow performances. That being said, I actually think the best Shadow we've ever had is probably the one from Prime.
Anything's better than Sonic Generations. You've got this, Sonic.
Kirk is so unfairly judged.
That line ruined Shadow for like years.
Because
that was his only line.
I think Kirk has more than proved that he can be a great Shadow through like the Twitter takeovers and the Sonic Forces. Like, for as shitty as Sonic Forces is, Kirk Thornton's Shadow performance in that game is top tier. It's great. It's good as fuck.
It's fine.
Okay. I'm seeing
I mean,
one.
I don't
guess
mind
it's
it in that. It's just, yeah, I hate the scripted forces. That's the only thing I don't like.
Yeah, but Shadow was handled pretty well in that. But I am noticing Charles Champ here saying, Pup, suggest a Shadow voice actor that's not from the MCU challenge. Impossible. Everyone is in the MCU now, though. Okay, let me think. Paul Bettany. No, he's in the
Keanu Reeves
MCU.
isn't.
I mean, if we're gonna bring people from the MCU, then just bring Dave Bautista.
I mean, I based it. Well, no, I based it on
Tom Holland's
Miguel.
Shadow.
Oh, stop.
Tom Holland Shadow. Ooh.
Who's that guy
I can
that
go with that.
played? He was in American Horror Story. He even looks like Shadow if Shadow were a human. He was in American
What?
Horror Story Hotel.
Oh, Tom Holland.
No, he was not in American Horror Story Hotel. Who's the guy? The fella, the detective, the LA detective fella, who was also the killer.
What is it called?
American Horror Story.
Hotel. Who was the detective in American Horror Story Hotel?
Never watched it, so I couldn't tell you.
For a hotel detective.
John Lowe.
I didn't spell
okay.
it right, but I'll get it.
Who played...
Oh, okay, I can see what you mean. He does kind
John
of have like
Lowe
a Shadow the Hedgehog.
in-
Like,
he
look.
just looks like Shadow the Hedgehog, right? Yeah, Wes Bentley.
John Lowe.
Wes Bentley is the actor. All right, he not only would sound like Shadow, he looks like Shadow. He wouldn't even need to be animated. I don't think Wes Bentley's been in the MCU.
He wouldn't be animated. Put him in a costume
Yeah, just
and have him run around with Sonic.
give him a wig. There you go. You got your live-action human
Awesome.
villain. Great.
Let's just
Dude,
get
Sonic's 3 feet tall, and this guy's like 6 feet.
No, okay.
at
I'm
a
gonna
certain
get- I'm gonna get a
point.
picture on
At a
screen.
certain point, we just get Neil Kaplan.
I'm
for
gonna
Shadow.
I'm gonna get a picture on screen, okay, gang? And I want you to tell me the guy doesn't look like Shadow the Hedgehog.
It's such a weird thing to apply to a human.
You can see it though, right?
Just because you said that, yeah, it's like swaying my brain.
It is not just because it's because he does. Brother,
Pop,
right?
I'm gonna be honest. If you showed me a picture of this person before you said that, I wouldn't have said he looks like Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh no, you wouldn't think to,
Because
right?
he really doesn't.
He looks like he's got the look of like
Dude, it's more so like I feel like I've seen Shadow the Hedgehog make this face.
he's got the look of ultimate superiority, you know. he
He's
was,
the ultimate life form for humans.
He was on my list for actors that could play Batman, I reckon. And I think it's because his facial expressions are very similar to the real, like, Kevin Conroy's sort of facial. He's got that steely look, you know? And rest in peace, Kevin Conroy, man. I was watching footage from the Arkham trilogy collection on the Switch, and I was thinking, God, this isn't running too well on Arkham Knight. But then as soon as Batman started talking, I got emotional. I was like, man, I don't think I can play these. This is
You
too
just miss
sad.
him.
I miss him so much because he is Batman to me. And he always will be. Well, this took an
Rest in
emotional turn.
peace.
See, they're seeing it.
How are we?
They're seeing it.
How are we gonna feel? How are we gonna feel it when Pollock goes?
That's such a weird thing. He's alive.
I don't like talking about people.
He's not.
dying.
He's not that old.
Let's not even talk about that, man. That's irrelevant.
I mean, if we're just talking about Kevin Conroy's
Where's he going?
death,
What do you mean?
voice actors
Kevin,
dying.
Kevin Conroy is
He's going
dead.
to the store.
I'm not gonna.
He's going to the store.
market.
I'm not gonna
Buy
talk
it.
about how I'm gonna feel when Kevin Conroy dies before he's dead. I only talk about it because he is dead. Damn. Fucking morbid.
Just a bit.
You've put a grim air in the air.
Oh, you said
In the
morbid. That
air.
reminded me of Morbius. What if we get Jared Leto Shadow?
Oh my!
I
Oh my God.
don't, please.
I can't wait for him to say it's Hedgehog time.
Who don't we want? I'm gonna put Jared Leto on there.
Jared Leto,
Who are actors that could potentially kind of fit, but that we don't want them?
Chris Pratt.
That's so
Chris
easy,
Pratt.
right?
He can't be Shadow. I won't let him.
Can we get Adam Sandler Shadow the Hedgehog?
That's what I want.
Eleanor.
Why is it Whitey?
Yeah, Shadow is just. Imagine just like,
That'd be the
I
most
found
natural
you,
voice for Shadow.
faker. That's a technical foul. God damn it, I love 8 Crazy Nights. Oh, it's that time of year as well. That means it's going to be time to watch it. I got roommates I can watch it with.
Hanukkah?
I got roommates I can watch it with. I know it's a Hanukkah film. I know I don't know when Hanukkah is, but still, it's got snow in it, right? You know,
It's close enough. It's a Christmas film of a sort.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Who don't we want as Shadow? That would kind of fit.
James Earl Jones.
I don't want just let he can be whoever he wants. I don't give a shit.
I'm just fed
I'll
up.
watch the movie regardless. We'll all watch it. I know we will. I know it's gonna happen.
Idris Elba.
Ezra.
You don't want
Elba also
Idris
Shadow?
Elba's Shadow.
It's just every new character is just Idris Elba.
Ezra
Yeah.
Miller.
They bring in Rouge, Idris Elba. Maria,
Yeah.
Idris Elba.
Oh my god. Dude, if Maria was Idris Elba, there's no way that they could actually he would destroy Gunn. He would take out everyone on the Ark. With his fists.
He wouldn't even need the Ark to destroy it. I think he'd just do it anyways.
That dude, oh, that'd be so cool. I can't tell if the chat's super behind because I'm now just seeing things
It's
about
always gonna be a little
Adam
behind, right?
Sandler's Shadow.
Jim Carrey won't return as Robotnik, but he will return as Shadow.
He's put his brain into the mind of a hedgehog, so he can think like his enemy. Sonic 3.
Man, I'm good
Adventure
with
2.
not having that actual story. I'm good without
Sonic
that.
3 Battle.
Sonic 3DX.
That just sounds like a porno.
If Rouge is in it, they could call it Sonic 3 Double D.
Sonic 3D Blast.
Yeah. He said that with as much enthusiasm as the game inspires.
Sonic 3D. Yeah.
If Nick were here, he'd be like, "Don't say that. I've played every version of the game, and I've developed a soft spot for it." I got
I'm
this
sorry, Nick. The
Pup,
game
I got
is not a
this
blast.
new Saturn controller. You need to try and play the game on it. It will improve the experience for you just a little.
It was
my
it was
God.
kind of fun like that.
It
actually was
not.
kind of fun like
The game is like watching paint dry.
I mean, I don't really agree. I think the game's fine.
Yeah, I like
It's
it.
watching paint
You,
dry,
you
but
think
the paint
Secret Rings
spits
is
at you a little
fine
bit.
and kind of loosely.
No, I don't
agree.
think I don't think Secret Rings is fine. I think Secret Rings is good.
Oh, Pup.
Dude, every time I hear that, it
don't
hurts a little bit.
understand
I don't
how
understand.
this man enjoys the Secret Rings so much.
Oh my god.
Oh, but
Pup.
you said you like the fully upgraded Sonic. That's why.
Yeah. Like once you're playing with fully upgraded Sonic in that game, it's a fucking blast.
I'm gonna pull that up right now and get a cheat code to make them perfect in every way.
And
We'll
that
see
will
how it
make
is.
the game good.
So you're going to create Shadow the Hedgehog in Sonic and the Secret Rings. You're going to create the ultimate life form, and then the game will be enjoyable.
So would
You
we
have
say
to
it's
use cheats.
would we say it's a safe bet that Amy will be in 3?
No.
Really?
Probably
I think Amy and Shadow.
I think
Yeah.
she's inevitable. I think, of unconfirmed characters, I think she is the most likely character to see in 3. Because also, it's gonna be kind of weird. They don't have a girl Scrimblow in these movies, you know? They've gone 2 movies without a girl Scrimblow. They kind of need a girl Scrimblow at this point.
Scrimblow. I don't think Scrim blows usually.
I'm so sick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just unwell.
Yeah. That's a Fly Leap song.
They
Do you
have
want to sing
too
it?
many scrim blokes.
I
You
just
need
I
some...
got the sniffles.
Yeah.
No, okay. I'm gonna straight up say if Amy is not in the movie, I will literally I don't know, eat bread.
But you
Are you
already
gluten intolerant or something?
that.
No, I'm not. I'm hungry, and I kind of want to cover my bases. No, okay. I think she's gonna be in the movie.
You heard it here first, folks.
I am most certain that Amy will be in the film because I know they're gonna want to go anthro character in there. I'll be surprised if they have Rouge and not Amy as well. Just given that Amy has like got a lot of importance in this franchise, and it's only ascending these days.
They should just have Trip the Sun Gazer in the movie
That
instead of
actually
Amy
kinda-
and Rouge.
I don't know. I feel like I'd actually be kind of okay. Like I'll be like, ah, Trip, you know, like.
I don't dislike the character, but it would be really weird for like an SA2 adaptation.
It would be so weird. But like, imagine
Sonic
she
Adventure
just,
2 and Trip
imagine
and Knuckles.
Trip just takes Amy's place, just for the foreseeable.
Rewriting the universe.
Yeah.
I like it.
She doesn't like Sonic. In fact, she hates him.
Just like the fan base. Finally, a relatable character.
I tell you what, I would like to see Fang in the movies. That would be cool. I don't think we ever will. I don't think he's marketable, but
Little dude with a gun. Yeah.
Fang the Knackle.
I just think he's cool. I think he's a cool design. Like, every time I look at him, I'm like, you're kind of a cool dude.
How many ways to say cool in a single sentence?
Sure, he appreciates that.
I think he's rad.
There you go. That's a different word.
Better? I think he's awesome.
I'm going a bit far, but it's fine.
I think he's awesome. I think Fang is awesome.
Knack Fang.
Yeah,
Did
anyways.
you say
So,
someone's like looming over you, making you say that?
Say the word, pup.
does anyone have anything more they want to say about the Sonic 3 movie as we currently understand and know it?
I hope it's as good as 85% of the Sonic 2 movie.
I feel like that's a very fair thing to ask for. I agree. I don't think I could put it better than that.
Gilly, you've been sat there with tape over your mouth. What are you thinking?
I don't care.
Damn.
Good talk, Gilly.
Man's
Good
just
talk.
cashing his check and leaving.
That's what I'm here for.
We get paid for this.
Well, not you.
I was never I was never a big I was never a big Shadow fan, and all the kids that I knew that were Shadow fans were kind of, it was like try hard. They were like the
Edgy.
yeah, and I wasn't into it. Like Sonic was it because Sonic was already supposed to be edgy. That was like the point. And then it's like, what if we made an edgy Sonic? And I'm like, all right, that's enough for me.
It's like I'll see myself out.
Yeah. And then all the kids who liked Shadow that I knew were very like, I don't know. There's a point where it's like, it's not cool.
I tell you what, like, when I was a teenager, I kind of used to think that. I used to think Shadow's hella
You know,
cringe.
like, that's, but like, you know, like try hard cool,
Well, yeah,
but it's like the kind of cool that no one else thinks is cool.
I remember when I played Sonic Generations, and it's the ending of the game, and everyone's home, and they're all chilling, and they're all friendly and shit, and Shadow's just standing against a tree looking all sad and stuff. I was like, Shadow, you sad bastard. Like, fucking get involved, you know? You're just
Stop being so
It's
sad.
like,
you're
it's
just
like,
a big pussy boy. But then
it's like worse Vegeta energy.
something changed within me one day, and I don't know what it is, but it's like when I turned 20, suddenly Shadow was the coolest fucking thing in the world.
Just remember that Vegeta took like 300 episodes to become an actual like good guy with all redeeming qualities. Shadow did it in one game, and then he died.
Which means he's better.
You know what I would like? You know what I would like? Honestly, I would like him more if he stayed dead. Should have stayed dead.
Listen. I don't disagree with that. I really, really don't disagree with that. I think Shadow as a character would have benefit from staying dead. And every subsequent appearance he's made has since then either kind of just been kind of, they're doing something with him, but it's kind of weird, or it's just kind of been he's there to fulfill a quota. But we're doing Sonic 3 now. They're gonna tell his original seminal story, I would hope.
Seminal.
Grow up.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Oh, but you were thinking it too.
I was thinking it. I wasn't gonna say it.
But that's
Good
the
on
thing
you.
is,
Done.
Adventure
3
2
episodes.
is the definitive story for Shadow the Hedgehog. And I think it is one where it's like, yeah, if that were his only story, he would have left more of an impact. I understand why they brought him back, you know. When you got lightning in a bottle like that, you're going to want to kind of cash in, you know. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, that's his story. Sonic Adventure 2 is his game. And it's a fantastic one. And it's one that is partly so fantastic for the sake of his sacrifice. So I kind of agree. If Shadow had stayed dead, things probably would be better. And I think Suris, to be fair, your fucking videos on If He Stayed Dead kind of made me wish he had stayed dead, because the story of Shadow the Hedgehog was actually kind of cool without Shadow being present. Like, it was a stressful fucking situation for these boys. Now, do I believe that's exactly how the story would play out had Shadow stayed dead? No, because the fucking writers at Sega tend to be hacks. But, like, you know, there's just, you know, it's if they had, you know, you treat it as like a double what if, you know? What if Shadow stayed dead? What if fucking people gave a shit? You know?
What if Shadow stayed dead, and what if Sega writers stayed at all and weren't just laid off as soon as they were good?
Yeah, or
What if
or
Sega
just,
writers
like,
gave a shit?
yeah, what if they just employed fucking Suris T Skeptic here and, like, give him credit where he's due. He did write a good tale.
Did you just say his whole full legal name?
Like, like, is it like
Skeptic.
it's like Kermit the Frog?
Jesus Christ. I need to finally sit down and record my Sonic battle footage. I need
You
to do
need to
that.
finally sit down and watch all those Kermit the Frog cartoons.
So yeah, the truth be told, Gilly the Kid, as much as I despise you, I'd be lying if I said you didn't have a point. Like, I don't despise you. All right, I just want to make that real clear. Why can't I ever just? Why is that every time I say something nice, it always leads to this? People
I don't
wonder why I'm
know.
not nice. People wonder why I'm not nice, and it just every time. I'm so nice, deep down. Deep down, I'm such a nice man. I'm lovely.
All right.
So I'm playing Sonic and the Secret Rings at max level, and it still sucks.
It is. It's garbage. Gameplay wise.
Like, I'm not having any more fun. I still died because of some stupid bullshit.
What did you even die to?
Are you playing with a controller mod?
I'm playing
Because it's
with a
still
real
bad.
Wiimote hooked up to my Dolphin bar, so I'm using motion controls and everything.
I think motion controls or not, it's still bad. Like, the gameplay bad. And the gameplay the most important bit. There's things about Secret Rings I really like. The music, for one. But, like...
You think they'll make a Secret Rings movie?
Yes. It will be straight to DVD. In the age of streaming, it will be straight to DVD.
Be like a Veggie Tales movie.
It will be produced by Warner Brothers, and then they will delete the film after it was already made. I hate David Zaslav.
Topical, yeah.
Just bringing me the images of Veggie Tales to my brain, and they're very unwelcome.
Sorry.
No, it's because there's a clip from it that YouTube decided to show me, where it's somebody's telling a story about a bunch of bandits, and the bandit just goes, "Whatever the booty, I can stand it. After all, that's why I'm a bandit." And I'm just like,
Dude, that show is prolific.
It is very unintentionally comedic.
I think it's time to move on to Super Chats. What do we think?
Anyone
think
ever watch Veggie Tales out there? You guys want to talk about new Veggie Tales stuff?
I did.
What do you
I
think?
watched. I fuck with Veggie Tales.
It was pretty cool back in the day.
What
I
if it
didn't
was
really care
pronounced
about the religious
Veggietales?
stuff, but I thought the characters were funny.
You know what was a better show with the same, like, along the same lines? Adventures in Odyssey.
I didn't see that.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, maybe I just grew up in a private school that forced it on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that wizard? Okay, so shall we move on to
No!
Wow.
No! You don't bring up his name here!
Okay. Shall we move on to the fan funding?
Yes. We
Okay.
shall.
Funding.
Fan funding.
Funding.
Well, you know how this works, Dylan.
Oh yeah, I gotta go first.
Dylan. Yeah.
Oh shit, I gotta sign into the thing. Okay, hold on.
Well,
Jesus.
look who didn't come to work prepared today. E for organization.
Listen, I got here. You were talking about Big the Cat's feet. I'm just here. I'm just here to hang out.
That's my favorite
And-
Sonic
and
vocal
you-
track.
Look, and you played Sonic and the Secret Rings today, so I guess we're all disappointed.
Yeah, I can't believe you actually got me to turn on Sonic and the Secret Rings in the year of 2023. All right, here we go. I'm signing in to the Sunset City podcast. I should probably just sign in on my main browser. I keep signing in incognito mode because I don't want anyone to know about this.
We are a
Whatever you
Sonic podcast
do,
for the
don't-
classic and modern age.
Whatever you do, don't read the password out loud as you type it.
I've only done that one time, and it was fake. It was not real.
Rouge's tits 69.
Don't.
There you go.
Yeah, why did you?
Don't.
What's that name? How did-
They're real
just gave
and
me
they're
the-
spectacular. So do you think Shadow fucks?
No.
No,
I
he
think he's
was
a virgin.
born in a lab.
Yeah, but he fucks still. What does that have to do with anything?
He's like a Ken doll. Like he doesn't have the ability to do so.
There was like the ultimate life form doesn't need to breed.
They've all got retractable dicks, and Shadow's is.
He's infinite life, right? He's immortal. Can you verify my account, Pup, please?
Ah, for fuck's sake! All right, right.
Why am I able to see the fan funding while I'm on my regular account and not logged into Sunset City?
Probably an
maybe because
admin.
you were given moderator. That would have been way easier. Okay, yes, it's me.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's a good thing to
Okay,
do.
but now I have this and I can alter details.
So give yourself moderator privileges.
Hey, nice home address you got there, Goober. Are you in?
Thanks, man. Yeah,
It's a
don't
win.
read that out.
I'm not gonna. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Did it
don't
actually give you my address?
It gave
Did
me
it
your
just say
city.
like where?
It told me your
don't
city.
let
Oh,
everybody know he's from 569 Philadelphia Avenue.
Oh no.
742 Evergreen Terrace.
All right, fan funding. I've got it right here.
Okay, marriage.
First one, Austin, $5. I know it's not much, but here's 5 buckaroos. I'll try and give more to our Lord and Savior, the Skeleton, at a later date. Have a good stream, guys. That's really nice, Austin. Thank you.
Austin. What a kind man. I'm up now with our pal Jamal, who sends
Ostentatious.
$2. Shut the fuck. Sends $2. Happy B theory, guys. Milk bro forever. Pupex Gilly. Oh God.
There's so many things in that sentence to understand. I didn't get any of them.
I've told you about Jamal.
So of all the things you could have understood, you understood none.
Yes. I
Sarah's
try to
good.
understand as little as possible so nobody expects anything of me.
Crispy Ruffles, thank you for the $5. I will not get excited for the movie till I see Gilly's body in 3D. Yes, I'm Horn. Yes, I regret joining this community.
I'm gonna slip my
What?
wrists.
Gil,
They want 3D. They want 3D Gilly the Kid. Gilly.
Gil, you're up.
Sonic fan 1661 with $2. We about to see a child get domed on screen.
Hell the fuck yeah, I hope so. I can't wait to see Maria Robotnik die.
God.
Do you think Jeff Fowler will ever see this podcast?
The Sonic
And he's like, we gotta
podcast
stop
from
making this
Morbid
movie, guys. We
Age.
can't release this.
Anyways,
All right,
You're
so
up.
next one. Ace Trainer Charlie with $5 Canadian says, what if instead of Bio Lizard, Gun builds the silver Mecha Sonic for the final fight?
that could be kind of.
I think that would be underwhelming.
I
little bit.
reckon they could fold chaos into it.
But I appreciate the $5 Canadian.
And it's their first super chat on a live stream. Yay! Wait, on any
Oh,
live
oh,
stream.
so that's what the
ever.
number 1 means.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I think it's not just their first super chat here. It's their first super chat on a live stream. Full stop. We're special.
Damn.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was this one.
Shut the. Take a little pride in your work, man. Anyways.
Okay.
Sonic Fan 1661 sends $5. I really hope they at least have one Crush 40 song. The music of this franchise is very special to so many of us, and it'd be a huge missed opportunity. I completely agree. Hell yeah. You're a kid.
Next one we have here is from Dansome. Thank you for the $1.99. Roger Craig Smith as Shadow. Yeah, that's kind of my hope. It's not going to happen, but I can hope.
Roger Craig Smith as Shadow, Suris, is your hope?
Yeah,
Roger Craig Smith, the famous Shadow voice actor.
yeah. We'll just go ahead. And, look, if we can't have him as Sonic, I'll take him as Shadow. Okay.
To be completely fair, right, if you've ever heard his performance as Batman in Arkham Origins, yeah, he could do it. He could do it. Shadow's just Batman at the end of the day.
I think you might make some people angry saying that.
I
Well, hello there.
Ah, okay. Where's the others going?
Everybody decided to sign off because that basically was the end of the show.
We've got more super chats.
Do we?
Yeah.
No, the last super chat was the one from Dansum, and that's the one we were on.
Are we sure?
Yeah.
Oh, so everyone can hear this. Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Internet went out. That wasn't great. Just gonna double check. No, we didn't. We never got round to Sonic Fan 1661 or Dansum on the air. You guys might have mentioned it, but it was while we were off the air.
Oh, then
Yeah.
I guess we'll just go ahead and take care of those in the Suris and Pup show.
Alrighty. Thanks for sticking around. Okay, so Sonic Fan 1661 sends $2 Tom Kenny as Shadow when?
The answer is that's why. Okay, cool. So when Gilly said that, there was no response. I think it's because me and Garrulus were both expecting you to have a response, and I was just like, I guess that answers it. Never. And then we moved on to the last one.
I see.
That is, yeah.
Alrighty.
We thought it was a bit.
Nah, it was definitely not a bit. Okay. So, then we've got. Did I read
From
Sonic
Dan-
Fan 1661? Sorry, I'm
You did.
disoriented
So I got
right now.
So I got Dansum.
All right.
Dansum, thank you for the $4.99. I think Kirk Thornton's inconsistency is due to Sega not knowing what he should sound like. 2 years after Forces, we'd get his worst performance in Team Sonic Racing. I have not played Team Sonic Racing, and of the clips I've listened to, I don't remember anything about his performance in it. So I mean,
He
that might
goes back
actually say
to-
more than.
He goes back to the Boom performance, where he's a bit more gravelly and a bit louder. It's strange because, like, so you've got kind of this very seedy guy to match the very seedy guy personality in Sonic Free Riders. Then in Boom, you get the more gravelly sort of, I have no friends Shadow. And then in Forces, you get a massive improvement where he's just more Shadow as you know and love him. Team Sonic Racing takes it back to Boom, effectively. And the performance matches up with that too.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's just kind of okay.
Yeah, again, voice direction is a major factor as well, as we know with Sonic Frontiers. So yeah.
Fair guess.
Alrighty, well, that's a rather unceremonious end to the show, but hey. You know, you work with what you got. So, Suris, what are you up to these days?
So I just released the very first episode of the Magic the Gathering podcast that I'm talking about, called Spicy Tech.
Oh, he's here. Sorry, go on. You were saying?
He's already consumed 2 victims, pup, and it happened off screen because it was that violent.
He was the one who unplugged the modem.
He was. But that is up over on the Suris TCG panel. Panel? My brain went panel and
yes.
channel at the same
Plano
time.
Cup, my favorite.
Flannel Cup. But I think it turned out really well. The production quality on it was actually better than I thought it was going to be. One of my artists did a really good job getting the assets built up for it, and I'm excited for it. So,
Terrific. I'm just doing my usual over on YouTube. On my channel, I recently did a video ranking all of the stages in Sonic Superstars, so that might be one to check out. And yeah, so we're going to be back next week, same time, same channel. And by then, we will have played a little bit of Sonic Dream Team at the very least, so we can talk about that.
excellent.
Alrighty then. So yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, we move. We're done for the day.
We are now officially off air.
Not yet, but we will be.
God damn it! I wanted to complain about you. I guess I don't want to do that while you're here either.